On August 13th, 2018, a pregnant mother and her two little girls vanished without a trace. Her husband stood on their front porch, begging for their safe return. But something felt wrong. His words sounded rehearsed. His emotions felt empty. Within days, police would uncover a truth so disturbing. It would shock the entire world. This is the story of Chris Watts. Chris Watts appeared to live the American dream, a beautiful home in Colorado, a loving wife, Sean and two adorable daughters, Bella and Celeste, and another baby on the way. On social media, Sean shared happy moments daily, smiles, family trips, birthday parties, but behind closed doors, their marriage was falling apart. Financial stress, emotional distance, and then an affair. Chris had started a secret relationship with a coworker named Nichol Kessinger. He told her he was separated. He told her his marriage was basically over, but that wasn't the truth. In the early hours of August 13th, Sean returned home from Sean returned home from a business trip. Security footage shows her entering the house at 1:48 a.m. She never walked out again. Later that morning, Chris claimed his wife took the girls to a friend's house, but Shanann's phone was left behind. Her car was still in the garage, her purse untouched. Her best friend grew suspicious and called police. When officers arrived, Chris appeared calm, almost too calm. Then came the interview. Standing outside his home, Chris spoke to the cameras. "If they're out there, just come back." But viewers noticed something chilling, that he wasn't crying. He wasn't panicking. He was swaying, smiling nervously. The performance had begun to crack. Police quickly focused on Chris. He agreed to take a polygraph test. He failed. The investigator looked him in the eye and said, "I don't think you're telling the truth." Hours later, Chris confessed, but not the full truth. At first, he claimed Sean killed the children in a rage, and that he killed her in response. But investigators didn't believe him. Evidence told a darker story. Surveillance footage showed him loading his truck early that morning, and GPS data placed him at a remote oil site owned by his company. Chris eventually admitted what really happened. In the early morning hours, he strangled Sean in their bedroom. Then he placed her body in his truck. His two daughters were still alive. He drove them 45 minutes to an oil field at that remote site. He smothered Bella and Celeste. He buried Sean in a shallow grave and placed his daughters' bodies inside oil storage tanks. The brutality stunned investigators, but what haunted many the most were Bella's final reported words, "Daddy, no. Why would a father do this?" Prosecutors believed the motive was simple and terrifying. He wanted a new life and a wife. No children, no financial responsibility. He thought murder would be easier than divorce. On November 6th, 2018, Chris Watts pleaded guilty. He received 5 life sentences without parole. Today, he sits alone in a prison cell. The smiling husband from the porch was never a grieving father. He was the killer all along. And the question that still lingers is this: how well do we really know the people closest to us?